Start really well, and after 18 minutes, 20 minutes, we allowed them too much run in the transition, like it's a team like Nuno last season involved, so this season, and of course with Song, Bergwijn and Lucas Moura was danger. We want to do it, we want to avoid it, we could not do it because we lost some balls in a different positions that we have to make an extra passes and we could not do it. But in general, we show a good, I would say, spirit or intention to do it, and we arrive in the final third many times. We could not be clinical enough, and at the end, one action, brilliant action for Song, we lose the ball in the game. We are the same people last season, so Sergio is gone. Unfortunately, last season we could not use him much. He played just 7 games, and came Jack, so we are the same people. Like we won the Premier League, and we make a very good things, and it's normal. So it's a tough rival for us. Always I have the same feeling that we are good playing here, but we cannot get results because they punish you in the transitions. And yeah, we did everything to win, and yeah, we avoided too much to make the transitions like we didn't want it, but sometimes happen. But okay, the players, most of them have 90 minutes already in their legs. We have now a long week to prepare Norwich, another one, and hopefully the players can come back step by step. We arrived many times there, and today we could not score, but it's the same history. So we are the same. We are good enough to create chances, score a goal. So, and we are going to do it.
Sonny, did your celebrations at the end tell us just what that victory meant to you and to Tottenham?
I mean, obviously we want to start well. First season of the season, first game with the fans. Finally, I think it's just incredible week, incredible performance. I think that everyone worked so hard to win this, to get these 3 points, and obviously Man City is currently the best team in the world, so I think we fight for the 3 points. I think this means a lot for us for the start of season.
It looked like a huge release of emotion from you on the final whistle, going round to all 4 corners of the ground.
I mean, it's a great for you, man. We miss them a lot. I mean, not only me. I think all about football is all about the fans, and we play for them. They support for them. They support for us. So I mean, they means a lot for me and for us. So I mean, grateful that they come to the stadium supporting us. Yeah, I really enjoyed it this afternoon.
A victory against the champions is fantastic, but does it add to it the manner in which you did it? You were under heavy pressure early on, and you turned it around.
I mean, we did just great job. We know Man City is a really good team. It's one of the best teams in the world. So we prepare really well. We work hard for the preseason, and yeah, I think we showed on the pitch. I think we did great job. Defense was a solid. Offensive, we were dangerous. So I think that's what we expected game, and yeah, we did amazingly.
You picked up where you left off last season. 17 Premier League goals, your best ever. Can you beat it?
There's no promise. I will try to do my best game by game. Obviously, I want to play for the team, and the individual things are coming automatically when I help the team. So yeah, we'll see. I'm looking forward to this season. I want to help the team as much as I can. So then we'll see end of season if I beat this record or not.
The build-up to this game was dominated by talk about Harry Kane. What was that like for you and the other players?
I mean, we are all professional, you know. Like we want to just focus this game. Doesn't matter who is involved, who is not. So everyone was really focused for this game. So obviously Harry is so important for us. But yeah, let's see. Let's prepare well for the season.
What did you make of it when the fans were singing, "Oh, you're watching Harry Kane"?
Obviously, I was so focused I couldn't hear. So yeah, what I said before, we are so professional. We just focus this game because it's last season we didn't start well against Everton, so it was a good example. We want to really start well, so especially this season. So we did great job. I just want to enjoy this afternoon.
Fabulous stuff. Well done, Sonny.
Thank you very much.
What did you say about your managerial debut for Tottenham Hotspur?
It was good. It was good. I think the atmosphere, especially the hard work of the boys, can make any manager proud when they work so hard.
Did you find you had to turn things around after the first 10-15 minutes? Did Manchester City come out quickly?
Of course, it was strong. And I think we are lucky because they had clear chances. But the boys hold on. They stay in the game. We knew that it's going to be tough. I think after that first period, like you say, 15 minutes, I think we control better, we adjust better, and we start creating our chances. The first half, I think we didn't finish so good with the actions. Even those that we shoot on goal, we didn't do it. But like you said, the beginning of the game was very tough.
That hard work, that resilience you talk about, was that epitomised by the man of the match, Japhet Tanganga?
Definitely, not only him. I think in terms of shape, in terms of organization, the front three work very hard. Closing the gaps. It's very difficult to play against City. The way they build the first moment with these 4 players and Fernandinho is very difficult. It requires a lot of discipline. So the boys were okay.
It's only one game, of course, a fabulous start to the season. But you heard the crowd singing, "Are you watching Harry Kane?" Could that help when a player is unsettled? He sees a victory like that, knows this is a team capable of things?
Look, Harry is one of the best players in the world, honestly. So we are very lucky to have him. So he has to get ready and help the team.
Do you expect him to be available for you against Wolves, your next game?
I don't know. We still have to go to Portugal. We still have to go to Portugal. And then we think about Wolves.
And also, in terms of today, what do you think you learned from your team?
I'm sure that with commitment and with the talent that we have, we're going to be a good team. And we are on the process of that. I'm learning every day. Every day that I work with them, I'm learning every day. And I'm very proud of them today. Very proud.
Great start. Well done,
Nuno.
Nuno.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, he's right to be proud today as well, Nuno. I just wonder, what will he have learned? Because he's learning about his new players all the time, Glenn. What will he have learned particularly today?
I think what he's learnt is that it's one thing implementing on the training pitch for a week or whatever he's had to plan to play that game, and they had to get that spot on. You know, that could have gone disastrously wrong if they didn't get enough the break of the ball and get an attacking part of their game in front of their own fans. What he would have learned is that some of these players now, they're astute enough, they're clever enough, they know the game, that they can actually go out there and do what he wants, whatever it is. Another game, it would be a different tactical game, and I think that's really interesting for any manager. You know, doing it on a training pitch is one thing, doing it in front of 60,000 of your own fans, doing it against one of the best teams in the Europe, that he'll have a nice glass of wine tonight and think, hey, I've got something to work with these boys. It's not like analysing that game. He's not going to come off, Steve, and go, wow, we got that wrong, we got to improve on that. Yes, there's going to be games when they're going to have more possession and they're going to have to break a team down. You don't have to do that against City. You have to hit them on the break, and they did it really well today. So he'll be happy with the result, but he'll be happy with that performance, the way they played.
Yeah, the start's all important, isn't it, sometimes, as Glenn was saying?
Yes, you know, you go first game of the season, and one thing you want to do is you're at home as well. One thing you want to do is win your home game, and that's what they've done today. Done everything that the manager's asked of them today. So I don't think they'll ever have... the manager won't have any complaint about that. It's just how they build on from here.
I think given the summer that Tottenham have had, was that manager coming? Was the other manager coming? Is Harry Kane staying? Is he going? And the continual saga of all of that, then to get in the manager that they did, and that for it still to continue, for them to put in the performance as they have done today against the champions, against a team that so many people fancy for the Premier League again, for them to go in head-to-head with them at home with a packed stadium. I totally get Glenn's point that I think it would have been a really difficult situation for Tottenham had they go into this game and they get beaten and they get turned over in a bad way. But the performance they put in, the attitude that they've shown, the passion and the commitment that the fans have shown despite what's going on in and around the football club, I think that's a seriously impressive performance and result from Tottenham today.
And Glenn, just before we let you go, a word on the champions. What did you make of Manchester City today and the way they lined up?
Yeah, they came out of the traps really quick. Looking at their team, you felt the danger was going to be from the bench. They're not right at it yet. They're not at their very best. You can see that. I think Pep would know know that. But listen, Steve, how did they start last year? They didn't start very well, and they finished like a train. So they've done that before. They won't panic. They're still a fantastic football team. They really are, and they've got more to come in. They've got some, Jack Grealish and Sterling out on that left-hand side. They seem to, like to play with each other there, and they're going to be a threat down that side. But they looked a little bit off it, I've got to say, apart from the first 10 minutes where I thought, wow, Spurs have got to stay in this game at that moment. They could get blown away here. But after that, Spurs cope with what they threw at them, and it's the same old feeling that I have with City. You can hit them on the break. If you're shrewd enough and clever enough tactically, they're vulnerable on the break, and they were today, that's for sure.
Contract at the club as well. Just how invaluable is he to Tottenham?
I think he's shown in the last few years that he's going to chip in with goals, and 17 goals last season. Obviously, Harry always takes the headlines, but he always chips in with his goals. And I think the players we're talking about Harry Kane and not starting today. I think from the beginning of pre-season, I think all the players would have known Harry wasn't starting today, because he wasn't coming back till too late in pre-season to be able to start today. So their focus would have been on about going out and doing what they could do, because what they want to do is stay in the side. And the best way to stay in the side is to perform to the best of your ability. And I think each and every one of them did that today.
You can't help but like him, can you, Sonny? No. I mean, his attitude is infectious. He's obviously got huge amounts of ability. Signed a new contract. What better way to go and celebrate by scoring the winner today? And from a Tottenham point of view, there's no doubt they've worked on that. So when you work on something leading up to a game, then it happens in the game. The pride, the emotion that you must feel, not only him but the manager as well, because he's set that up, and it's worked to perfection today for him and for the team. So they should have a good night tonight and enjoy it.
Yeah, he likes the champions. Only Jamie Vardy has scored more goals against Pep Guardiola's Manchester City than Son.
Yeah, I know. He every time he steps up, I've been there when he scored goals against them in the past, and like I said, he's always been a good goal scorer. Left foot, right foot, comes in as probably not as good in the air. But we've seen him doing it on several occasions, coming off that line and bend it in the bottom corner. He's a great finisher of the ball.
I think it would have given him and Tottenham great confidence in when they looked at that back line today, because that was a gamble from Pep today to leave Laporte out, to leave Stones out and play Ake and Mendy, because certainly with those two, I think you're given an opportunity, because they're going to give you chances down that side, and that's where the goal came from. I'm not saying it in hindsight, because I did say it before the game that Ake doesn't fill me with great confidence. I thought it was a lot of money to pay for him. So it was a gamble, I think, that backfired for Pep today in playing those two.
OK, his thoughts to come, so stay with us. But first, let's hear from Raheem Sterling and see what he's got to say.
Raheem, obviously not what you were looking for. What did you make of it today?
Yeah, I thought we could have controlled the game a little bit better. I thought we let them counter-attack quite a bit. Exactly what they wanted to do, and they done the most important thing in football, which is put the ball in the net, and we couldn't.
Do you think that's where the story is today? Just weren't able to take your chances?
Yeah, simple as that. It's a difficult one to take, but again, it's a long season.
It looked as though you started really brightly, though. Did you feel you were in the ascendancy, especially that first 15 or 20 minutes?
Yeah, I thought we were on the front foot. And they kept getting small little counters, and we should have controlled them a little bit better. But again, we'll bounce back from this one.
Particularly in that first half, did we get a glimpse of the potential partnership, you and Jack Grealish down this side?
Yeah, I played with him a few times, and it's a good one. As I said, it's still early days with me and him, and we'll learn each other's game a lot more as the season goes on, and hopefully we can play a lot more together.
What did you think of the way the game was refereed today? Did it feel different from last season?
Yeah, I thought the ref tried to let the game flow a little bit more, which was quite nice. But at the same time, he when it was a foul, he blew. So I thought he done really well today.
And after a defeat on opening day, what is required? Perspective?
Yeah, as I said, it's always difficult to start with a defeat. You want to start with a win, but at the end of the day, it's a long road, and we've got to keep focused and try to bounce back from this.
Thanks, Raheem.
Thank you.
A reminder, 2008, since Manchester City were beaten on the opening weekend of a Premier League season. What will Pep Guardiola take away from that today?
Well, he certainly won't panic. That's for sure. We've said that Man City didn't start the season last year particularly well. He didn't panic then. He won't panic now. He's been there and seen it and done it all. So nothing will faze him. He'll look forward to the next game. He'll make changes. He'll work with the team, particularly on that side, in terms of getting the best out of Grealish, because he had a bit of a quiet game. Too many times I thought in the first half he was coming too deep for the ball, and he said that before the game himself, that when he came on last weekend, the one thing Pep was saying to him, stay upfield, stay upfield. So he'll get better. He'll learn to play with his teammates. Man City will improve, and that won't faze them at all, losing the game today. Yeah, I agree. I think, you know, they're the team everyone wants to beat. And they'll realise that, they know that. I think Pep may have taken a bit of a liberty with the side that he put out today, because we was looking at the bench and we was thinking, how's he not playing, how's he not playing, how's he not playing? But he puts faith in the rest of the squad, because he knows he's going to need the whole squad throughout the season. So he's given them an opportunity. Unfortunately, it didn't go as well as he wanted it to today. But as Alan said, he won't panic. He knows they'll get better. But like I said, the other teams have raised their bar, so I think it's going to be a bit more difficult to catch those ones if they get outside. If he's 14 points behind this year, I don't see them making it back. And I know most of the season, or a lot of the season last year, they played with a false nine, and they can play that and be successful with it. But you have lost one of the Premier League greats in Aguero. So today's result might just put another 20 or 30 million on the price tag of Harry Kane.